This is my trick of the day in Casey's 80s garage. Gorgeous. It's like 1983 again. Boom, unleash the 80s. It's still good. Yes. MacGyver haircut, engage. What's up, people? We're back to Casey's 80s garage. The 944 is effectively finished, but I got to give it the final love to make it beautiful and perfect and drive it and enjoy it. So I'm going to show you how to misuse products and make them work perfectly. Beyond that, though, come here and look. I'm building a second Top Gun GPZ Ninja 900 motorcycle. The first one went to Folds of Honor charity. That was really cool, but I'm building a new one. Unfortunately, the engine is blown, but you'll see that coming right up. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun with this today. And I got to clean it all up. But as for you guys following along, went through all the mechanical aspects of this 944. It's doing great. Come on over here. And it bought it for $3 grand, put it less than $1,000 in fixing it up. So right now I'm just vacuuming, getting the stuff out. I guess I don't need jumper cables and stuff anymore. It works really well. And it took me long enough so it's no longer winter. I no longer need these sheepskin sheet covers. But wouldn't this make an Indy car look pimp? Yes. Oh, yes. This is made for the Elite Trust Fund Baby race car drivers of today's racing. I think that should be in every F1 car, don't you? Anyway, so don't need that. Don't need that. And I think we should do this rally light pod in the future, but make it removable. I'm feeling excited. This is going to be fun. So another project coming up for the 80s garage. But anyway, let's see. You know, it's a lot of fun doing this. Come on over here, I want to show you. It's a lot of fun doing this because with cars, first of all, this thing is beautiful now. I mean, it is a gorgeous car. They literally do not make cars this pretty anymore. They basically can't. And a nice gentleman sent me these. I mentioned it before. Sent me this great book and a bunch of cassette tapes from, obviously, the 80s that still work. What do we got here? Huey Lewis in the news. And truthfully, you can make fun of nostalgia and older people all day long for it, but cars, the reason we love them and we love the history, and the reason why a lot of the wealthy people hoard massive collections rather than sharing them is because there's a human aspect to cars. It connects us to another time or another feeling. And for me, it's the 80s and what cars were back then. Obviously, I was a little kid. This car is only 2 years younger than I am. But it's the connection. And just yesterday, I did a quick polish of it, then I alcohol wiped it, and I did the Avalon King Ceramic Coating, and it looked gorgeous. And I had the top off. It was like the first beautiful day in Ohio. And my wife and I went driving around to see how many, and this sounds silly, but bunny rabbits we can spot. When we saw like 6, but 3 cats and 1 trash panda. Yes, it was a good day. So anyway, we drove it by some friends of our house who are very fun, very theatrical people, Gene and Kelly, and they remember the 80s well. They're a little older than us. Come on over here. I'm gonna start doing this inappropriately and show you how to fix this up. And this is the same exact car that the character Jake drove in 16 Candles, right? Where he picks up the girl at the end. So we parked it in front of their house, and I just posed in front of it and then left. And we're like, you know, me and Jake came by to take you guys back to the 80s, but you're quarantined, so we left. Here, take a look at this. I'm actually going to do work while I tell these dorky stories. So I polished and ceramic coated the outside with 1 layer of ceramic coating. I'm going to do another because this stuff just looks beautiful. But today, I want to misuse the product, and I hope the sponsor doesn't hate me, because I think that's where it shows how amazing it is. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do this not perfectly, on purpose. Okay, so this door jamb is disgusting, and I missed it because I was busy. All I'm gonna do is take this halfway soft shop cloth, which this is like by no means Concours standards. Oh no, you filthy animal. You're using a shop towel and glass cleaner on your car? Yes, I am. It's the door jamb. Everybody relax. Okay, so I don't want the outside to be amazing and then be let down by this. So I'll clean it up. The edge here is a little bit harder to do because the cars have 1 repaint and blended. All right. I got to do the 80s proud. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out and let that dry for just a second because I'm going to come back real quick with an alcohol swipe just to make sure there's no wax or grease on it. But we're going to go over to the 928 right now because I haven't finished that car. Okay. I've only just started. Okay. So that's got most of the crap off and is drying. So let's go over the 928 and I'm going to show you something cool. But before that, so the ceramic coating, obviously it looks great, but you know, it's going to have to stand the test of time. You guys are going to have to come back and see how much I like it. But it has done something amazing that I never expected. Look at this door handle, okay? This door handle looks brand new, perfect. All I did is wipe it off with alcohol and hit it with one coating of ceramic, let it sit there for 2 minutes, wiped it off. That's not going anywhere. That's not like Armor All or some crap. That looks brand new. And if you don't believe me, let's see if this makes me sound stupid. Come over here to the Scirocco, because Volkswagens have essentially the same door handle. Look how faded and gray that looks. It's the same thing. Also, look at the trim. Look how old and gray all of this looks, okay? Now let's go back to the 944. Also, don't forget this. Look at the windshield wipers after they age. It's all gray and sad looking, all matte, right? And these are the little details. Mr. Rowell tells him. So this, look how nice these are. I did that with one coat. I just ceramic coated really quick at the end when the little like towelettes were used up, and the car looks perfect, perfect. So I want to do it in the door jambs because you're going to see it. And we're also going to do it to the windshield wipers on the 928, so you know I'm not full of crap. So this is the first one I've used, and this got me through a couple of cars using it liberally, okay? The Viper and this. I did a bunch of coats on the Viper because I went to town, but you know, it's the Viper. It's garage most of the time, and I had plenty of time to make it really nice. But for so many of you guys out there going to use something like that on your everyday cars or fixing up the 80s cars, you need to do it quick, right? So that's what we're going to do. I want to show you this. This is kind of neat too. So these little towels, right? These are super crazy soft when you get them. But after you use them on that coating, it like hardens and crystallizes, and they become springy. It's fascinating. And you don't want to reuse these on your paint. But I'm going to misuse it today a little bit because I want to save the brand new nice ones for doing paint and doing it perfectly, right? But for trim that's hard to get perfectly clean, windshield wipers, gosh, I hope that my sponsor doesn't hate me for this. But their stuff really works, and I'm going to show you guys how well it works by misusing it. Okay, so these are brand new. These are perfect, right? I want to save those for paint. This is the new microfiber. I want to keep all this super clean and perfect, okay? Now, I used up the remaining one of that bottle, so I'm going to use a little bit from the new stuff. Now, this is one of the older rags. Now, I would not use this on paint because it started to crystallize. Don't hate me, Avalon King. I swear this is going to work. So what I'm going to do, got the alcohol here. You guys are going to love this trick. Because I swear, this is the thing that made me like freak out the most on this car. Anyway. All right. So the 80s, right? I was not cool. I was a little kid. So I can tell you some stories from being a little kid in the 80s. One was, I vividly remember being at JCPenney's. Come on over here and look at this. I vividly remember being at JCPenney's with my mother, and there was a salon in the back because she was getting her hair did. And I was going to get a haircut too. And I remember sitting there in the mirror, and the girl asked me as a little kid, "How do you want your hair done?" And I'm like, "You can cut the front, but I want a long in the back, like MacGyver." Yes, that was the 80s for me. Also, staying up late to watch Top Gun on TV after it came out. And as little kids, the parents are like, "You need to go to bed. You should stop watching this movie." We're like, "It's awesome. We want to see our favorite part. It's hilarious." And that's the part where they get chewed out. And then the guy's so mad that he goes running in the hallway and hits the coffee on him again after like Maverick flew by the tower and made him spill coffee. And he goes, "Damn it, that's twice. I want some butts," which to like a 7-year-old kid is hilarious. Okay, so I alcohol swiped this, right? So now it's time for the Avalon King Ceramic Coating. I should probably put on gloves and be a good role model. Okay, I'm gonna put on gloves. Got some of my own around here somewhere. Keep recording. Okay. Okay. I reuse them in the shop. This is for filth purposes, not virus purposes. Ew, bend over, car snobs. All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna ceramic coat this. This looked terrible. You guys remember, it's all kinds of swirl. I'm not polishing it. I'm not doing anything special. Oh, you okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm just gonna go just a few drops. This isn't even a good cloth. I am purposefully misusing this and risking my sponsor still liking me to show you that this crap actually works, because do you know how hard it is to make crap like this look nice? Okay, so check this out. Okay. And the reason you use the towel last for these tiny places, okay, let's say this was nice and you're doing it like I did on the car. You have the applicator pad that's foamed back, which just works beautifully on the on the exterior to put down the product. Super nice, right? And then while you're doing the car, you can, as long as the area you're doing is clean, you can take it and get into all those hard to reach places, and the little towel works great. Like for instance, I was doing the mirror, in and around the mirror, because you couldn't get the foam guy in there. You know what? I'm also just gonna put it on this plastic right here. Let's just do it. Let's get crazy. It's my car. If I screw it up, I'm the dingbat. And then if I screw it up, you guys know what not to do. But if it works, then hello, win-win. Okay, just a little more here. I was being too not liberal. I was being too conservative. Okay, here we go. Okay, now, if you were to use products like exist in the old days, you know, like protectant, oh, this is for your dash, this is for rubber, this is for plastic, durr. You put it on, it looks good for 2 seconds. The second it gets rainy, it like washes down, it makes your paint look like crap, and it doesn't last. It doesn't last. It looks good when you put it on and that day only. But if you do something cool like this, it'll last. Okay, so we're gonna let that cure for a minute or two, right? And while we're doing that, come over here. Mr. Owl, look out. You need to put on rubber gloves, you filthy owl. Okay, again, I'm doing this improperly, but this is how good it is. I have not gone over this yet with anything. I should probably put some, let me do an alcohol swab, just so it's super good, super, super good. All right, one moment, guys, I'm a-coming. Okay, here we go. So I'm hit with alcohol, just make sure there's nothing on here, any like silicone particulates or wax, because I want this to last. Obviously the car is gonna be great. You guys see we restored like the interior, which isn't finished. The reason the outside's a little tired, I haven't yet gone over it, okay? So it's gonna be beautiful, but we haven't gotten to that stage. So you guys know we're doing it we're doing it dirty. We're showing you how this works. Stay there, you owl. Ooh. Okay. So this has got alcohol in it. I'm not gonna leave that on my paint. I don't wanna do anything funky and weird while the camera guy trips over an MR2. Are you okay, sir? Okay. All right, is this the, yeah, that's the good one. Okay, here we go. So here it is, coming up close. Let's do this together, okay? Okay, so that's straight up 80s, no love. No love for the 80s. Sad. Here we go. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, now here's the thing. You're gonna be like, just like I was, I'm like, okay, well that looks nice for 2 seconds, but is it gonna be like everything I've ever done in the past? No, it actually stays like that. So I'm gonna put on a bunch, right? Really get it in there, because I'm honestly not doing this properly, and they're probably gonna be mad at me. So look, okay? Now, while that is curing, okay, we're gonna go over together and wipe off the door jamb, sort of buff that out. It's been not quite enough time, but for the sake of video, I wanna show you guys this. And keep in mind, like this, remember the Scirocco was so faded? I did all this trim stuff, and it looks great. Okay, so this looks pretty nice, right? Will it wipe off or will it stay that way? It stays that way, you guys. It just gets more natural. So this effectively wipes away the excess as well as smooths out, sort of fills in the last and buffs it, right? Now that I'm doing this in a filthy door jamb and doing it improperly, I'm not gonna use this microfiber here. This is out of my first kit when I did the Viper in this thing. So I'm gonna basically just use this for secondary stuff like this. But I wanted to do this sort of improperly and not in the real world because honestly, I've never had an old car like this look so good from these small details. I wanted you guys to see it. Yes, yes, look at this. Look, this looks great. Get in there, camera guy. I'm serious. Look at that, the door jamb. You see it? Yes. And the plastic too. Look at how the plastic's so nice. All right, now let's go over to that windshield wiper and wipe it. And you guys can see, this is my trick of the day in Casey's 80s garage. Boom, we just did that, right? Should probably wait a little bit longer, but I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it. Okay, now that gets rid of the overly wet look, kind of like it's been like crazy tire treatment. Now, all right, let me move this stuff. Camera guy, take a look at that. Okay, look at this. Okay, now I did not prepare that beautifully, but look at this now. Just go straight on, look at that. Do you want me to grab it? Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, check that out. There's the one we just did, right? Here's the way it looked a second ago. okay? Crap. Not crap. Crap, okay? Old and gray and sad. Let's go with Casey. Who, the camera guy? He was there. Okay, now remember, crap on the Scirocco. Gorgeous, it's like 1983 again. Boom, unleash the 80s. Ceramic coating done wrong by Casey. It's still good, yes. MacGyver haircut, engage. So the problem is now my hair is just shortening in the front a lot because it's been a long time. And I'm just another old guy thinking of the past. That's lame. At least this old guy shares the old cars with the past. Boom. I don't know, that's about all I got, you guys. We need to do the 928 next, but this, I'm gonna put another coating on it, finish it up, do some cleaning on the tires and whatnot, and just go drive it like crazy. So maybe next video, we'll go for a drive. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and naturally that you will subscribe, but please click that bell so I can continue to bring you wholesome and entertaining automotive content. Also, huge thanks to Avalon King Ceramic Coating. They're supporting this channel and making this all possible. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to using it on all of my vehicles, including my old dirt bike. Ceramic coating bonds directly to the surface of your paint, trim, and plastics to give a long-lasting shine that beats all waxes. It lasts for years and it's easy to maintain. I've got it on my Viper right now and my car has never looked this good. So give them a try. Again, thanks for watching and I look forward to see you next time.